Hi, I'm TC from Everything in Between, and this is how it started. In the late 80s, there was this kid named Bill who was living outside Berkeley, California. He wasn't a rock star, and he wasn't even out of high school. He worked at a pizza place, he loved music, and he also loved skateboarding. Then in one single week, he lost his guitar, and then his entire house burnt down. And somehow that created one of the biggest punk rock bands of all time. So Bill just started this band with his buddy. It was just two kids, one on drums and one on guitar. And one day, Bill's guitar got stolen, which sucks too, because they were just on the precipice of writing music. I mean, it wasn't anything crazy. They were writing about junk food and boredom. And then a week later, in the garage that they practiced in, completely burnt down. So suddenly, they had no gear, no band, and nothing. They had to start from scratch. So what did Bill do? Just dropped out of school and decided, I gotta do this band thing full time. So he ended up finding a new drummer and he got a bass player, and then they started writing music and playing shows in basements here and there, just, to get their name out there. Songs were catchy, and Bill, he had this very unique voice and was very punk rock. Then one night at one of their shows, this indie label just happened to be there, and they saw their performance, and after their performance came up to him like you would see in a movie and said, want to make a record? So obviously, they were like, let's do it. Sure, why not? They made their very first album on a shoestring budget. And they sold the copies of this album out the back of their van. And then a year later, they would drop a record that would ignite the entire pop-punk scene of the 90s. Then they would go on to sell millions and millions and millions of records and play in front of millions and millions of people. Still relevant today? Still kicking around? Well, who was Bill? Bill was Billy Joe Armstrong in the band Green Day.